Okay, here's my prediction video for Badou Jack versus Sir Marcus Browne. I don't see how there's any way the Badou Jack can lose this fight. He's far too experienced with southpaws and far better southpaws than Marcus Browne. He's fought Boutte, DeGale, Stevenson, and he was able to consistently take their jab away, take their straight left, get in close, smother their offense, spoil, and consistently attack the body until he depleted, with the exception of Boutte. DeGale and Stevenson were pretty much depleted to the point where they were borderline running on empty. I mean, had they been 15-round matches, they wouldn't have gone the distance. And all three of those guys are far better and do everything far better than Marcus Browne. And okay, fine, Jack might not be the youngest guy, and he doesn't, and Browne has the age advantage. He's still got the gas tank of an old man. He didn't look good against Lena Castillo and went the distance. Against Kalajic, he was gassed by the 6th round, and he was not being pounded and hammered to the body by Hot Rod. So I highly doubt his conditioning is improved. Even in the match with Sierra, his face was all cut up, but it was a mercy stoppage from the ref. Not to say that Francisco Sierra was ever taking over that fight, but Browne was getting tired of not being able to put him out and knock him out, and he was just pounding and pounding and pounding on him, and he was going nowhere, and he was starting to get gassed already. So Browne does not have a great gas tank. Okay, fine. You have two performances to compare between Stevenson and Browne probably, boxing-wise, did a better job beating down top dog Williams. But this is also a Williams that came off of a war with Stevenson and who'd been brutally knocked the fuck out. So, how much did that fight taken out of him? Probably a lot, considering he got KO'd by some Mexican nobody's ever heard of before in his next match in one round. So, Thomas Williams Jr. is a spent force. And the thing is, with Browne's career, it seems to have been built up on a carefully constructed illusion. He tends to get the sloppy seconds of guys who are much better than him directly after they brutalized him, like what happened with Campillo. Beterbiev got in there, destroyed Campillo, and that was after Campillo had a back and forth grueling match with Fonfara and had been destroyed by Kovalev. And here comes Browne, knocks him out in the first round. And same thing happened with Williams. He was feasting on leftovers of Stevenson. So, and same thing happened with Sierra. Sierra was coming off of getting KO'd by Gvozdyk, I believe. And that was a TKO stoppage on cuts. Well, he opened up the same fucking cuts. And he couldn't get him out of there. Sierra quit on his stool, I think. And against Gvozdyk. But, yeah, they had to have the doctor stop it with Browne. But, okay, fine. I will say that maybe Browne has a puncher's chance. He could do one of those Niteto jobs or Shawnee Monahan type jobs on him and goes in there and lands a sharp, accurate shot early. But I think Jack is a little too savvy for that. And Jack's chin is far better than advertised. Yeah, okay, he got knocked out by Derek Edwards. Clearly that was just one of those things. Edwards is a deceptively big puncher. And he's been able to take the punches of guys who are far bigger punchers since. Groves is able to land his best. He couldn't do anything to him. Stevenson hurt him once or twice, but even then, he didn't go anywhere. Badou Jack has a good chin. So, even if Browne is able to drop him, will he be able to KO him? Probably not. So, barring an early KO, which I'd put maybe a 5% plausibility that could happen, or likelihood that could happen. Not very plausible is what I was going for. Um, but for the most part, I'm leaning almost 95% towards Jack by way of seventh, maybe sixth round TKO. Also, I believe that Jack's hitting a little harder light heavyweight, so he's going to grind him out and get him out of there in the mid rounds. I don't see how this can go the distance. So, but if it does, it'll be a draw. Okay, that's all I got.